What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another show on the Tactical Agent. Thank you all so far who have subscribed, watched the videos. If you want to support the channel, the biggest supporter right now is the USCCA. If something happens, if you have to defend yourself or defend your family, who's going to be in your corner to protect you? Who's going to make sure you got the funds to have a lawyer to fight for you? That entity is the USCCA. They will provide the funds that you need, a lawyer, critical response team who is going to be there at the drop of a hat no matter what time it is, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, middle of the day. You're going to have a team of experts who's there waiting to take your phone call to help you in the best possible way. So with that being said, check out the links below, get your membership today, make sure that you're well prepared, that you get the training, and that you have a team of experts behind you that's going to make sure that you're well taken care of and the best possible outcome in your favor. With that being said, guys, today we're going to be going over the Bushnell TRS-25 red dot sight. Now, I first learned about this sight, came across this sight on my dad's AR-15 when I first custom built mine. I talked so much about my AR-15 to my dad, went and bought one, and he got a red dot sight on his before I ever did. And so that's how I first came across this red dot sight, and across the UTG riser mount that I have it mounted on. You can check out the video on that. I'll leave a link to it up top. You can check out that video. We're going to go over this today. I really like this sight, and it's great for the budget, for the price. It does a lot of things. Once again, this is the Bushnell TRS-25. You can mount it on your rifle, shotgun, handgun, whatever you decide to do. This was mounted on my custom built Spikes Tactical. We're going to dive into it, take a look at it. So this TRS-25 is a 3 MOA dot. Basically, MOA stands for minute of angle, and that simply means that the dot's going to cover up 3 inches of your targeted distance. Extra long battery life. The battery life is it does run off a CR2032 battery, and you're going to get about 3,000 hours of runtime off this battery. It says extra long battery life compared to some of the other names out there and some of the other sites out there. That's 3,000 hours is not extra long life. Waterproof, fog proof to 10 feet. And there's 11 position brightness controls, so there's 11 of those settings. One thing that I did notice with this particular red dot sight versus my dad's red dot sight, he has the same, like I said, he's got the same exact one. His lowest setting of brightness was much brighter than mine, so therefore his higher setting was much higher than mine as well. So I did notice that, and I will tell you some other things that I noticed about it. But these are some of the specs of it. 3 MOA dot, extra long battery life, waterproof and fog proof to 10 feet, and then lastly it's a 11 position brightness controls. That's pretty much it. Let's take a look inside the box and see what we have. So we're going to take a look inside. First of all, it comes with a set of rubberized lens covers. Keep it protected when transportation, when you got it put up. Keep it protected when not in use. If you're like me, you always keep it on you. I take it with me everywhere I go, because you just never know what situation you're going to run into. Being prepared is the best policy, so I always take mine everywhere I go. You get the Allen wrench to tighten it down to your riser or to your rail. You're going to need the riser to be able to go witness with your backup sights, so you have that. A lens cleaning cloth, very useful. I usually run those two in my I usually run these inside my Magpul pistol grip, so that works very well. Even though some of the features I'm going to show you allows me to remove it really quickly, but inside the bottom of this you have a manual, TRS-25 red dot manual, important information in there, and a way to register it on the website. So that's that. Now I do have the red dot itself already mounted to the UTG riser mount. This is a 0.83 inch riser mount, 3 slot. That's what I have it mounted to. Just a couple of differences between my red dot and my dad's red dot. His is the Bushnell design here is gold, with the little R that lets it know it's a it's a product of Bushnell. Mine's white without that. Going around the front of the optic, you can see it's got the orange tint to it, and the lens itself is not flush to the front of the housing. It's indented just a bit. I noticed that my dad's, you'll see 2 dots on the front here. My dad does not have those dots, but mine does. Around to the front, you have your battery, or to the opposite side, you have your battery compartment. Twist it off, and here's another difference between my dad's and mine. As you see that it's turning to change the dial settings or the brightness settings. The button turns really easy, and I really didn't like that about it. His particular one is extremely snug, so when you're twisting off the battery cap, you don't have to worry about the brightness bit or the optic being turned on or off or changing settings if there's one particular one that you like. Once again, it runs off a CR2032 battery, very common battery. Your windage and elevation adjustments, you can use a nickel, dime, or even the casing of a spent round, and change it to zero this optic in. And from my understanding, it's very easy to sight in. You got your screw for your Allen wrench to tighten it down to your riser. Now we're going to number 1. So if I can get that in there. It's a much different look through the lens than looking straight through it, but you can see the brightness there, or the dot there. I'm trying to keep it in camera for you. Set number 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. That's your brightest setting. Another thing that I noticed about this particular optic is the difference between mine and my dad's is my dad's laser emitter is at the bottom right, which improves eye relief, versus mine being at the top right. In a way, hinders it. I do see sometimes that you lose that dot even when you should be able to see it. I don't know if you can tell through camera here. Sometimes just lifting up, you see that dot disappears. I don't think that should happen. I noticed it didn't happen like that with my dad, so I'm not sure what that is. Maybe I'm just something just wrong with my eyes. I don't know. You guys could comment down in the section below and comment section and tell me what your thoughts are on it. But I like the fact that it does have even though this ain't a quick detach, I like the fact that it does have a thumb twist that allows it to twist off very easily. If the optic goes down, you can still get to your backup sights. So I do like that about it. But for the price, you cannot go wrong with a Bushnell TRS-25. You can't go wrong with it. You can get them around anywhere from $55 to upwards of probably at the top. In some places I've seen $89. I've seen some closer to $100. But you can get these at a fairly significant price, and you can't beat it for what it does for the price. You cannot beat it. The dot is very clear, easy to adjust, easy to sight in, and that body is really durable. So the rear glass is clear, front glasses got that orange tint, is slightly angled and indented, 11 brightness settings, windage and elevation, a dome twist, and this particular one I already have mounted onto a riser. UTG mount 0.83 inches in height, and it's a 3 slot. So I like this particular optic. I will leave links to the description. If you would, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. It helps out the channel. Share it with your friends, tell folks that you know, and I do thank you and I do appreciate it. So I hope you have a blessed one. Until next time, it's a Tactical Agent telling you, train hard, train smart, stay in the fight.